Hey everybody, what is going on? This is Tony here, and this is episode 2 of the Paintball plugin tutorial on how to program it, I guess. And this episode, what we're going to do is make the spectator team, so string spec team equals new array list string, and there we go. I think that's what I had as. I think that's what I named it as spec team. No, I just named it spectate. So spectate. So there we go. And what we need to do is make sure this is this dot on top here. So this, and then make another one for this dot get get config dot create section spec. I believe that's what I put. I just, once again, if you haven't watched before, let's just make this spec. So let me just go through and edit my speed programming, and wait a minute. Yeah, alright. I'm just gonna edit this so it'll be exactly the same. Change all spectate to spec. Here, give me a sec, guys. And that's good. Alright, so let's go back to the top of this. Alright, so now we got this. So, there. So in this, let's just go in on disable and do the same thing. Just copy this and change that to spec and spec members. And this is just kind of recapping from last episode, so I'm not really going to explain this. Members.clear and save config. Alright, so what we're going to get into this episode is the commands. Now, this here, I'm just going to type this, and it's a boolean, so it has to return something. So public boolean on command. Now, I'm not going to put any parameters in yet. I'm just going to do return false, just for now, alright? I'm just going to have it return false. We might change it later. Actually, let me just check. Yeah, I have it return false. So I don't think we're going to change it. But, alright, so for the parameters, we need to do command sender. So this is and then sender. So this is basically whoever sent the command, we're going to label them as sender. And then command CMD. So the command is CMD, and string label, and then, oh whoops, get rid of that, string label and string array args. And then just hit Control Shift O, and then this will pop up. Make sure you don't import the materials. Make sure you import Bukkit or org.bukkit.command.command, not .material. And that should work. The next, what we can do is if label.equals ignore case, then there, it's a string. So inside the string we could do red. Alright, and in this little thing, this is everything. If a player types red, this is what's going to happen inside this little section here. Alright, so player P equals player sender, and then import player. Then next, what we can do is, well, I would just want this to be exactly the same. So if sender's not player, return. Okay, so what we want to do is if not exclamation point sender instance of player, then return false. So if the player isn't, if the person that sent this command isn't a player, then it won't do anything. Now, if player, so let's just do player P equals player sender. So what this does is player P equals sender. So the person that sent it is just going to be P, so labeled as P. So we don't have to type in sender dot. We just have to do P dot, and then we can type. Alright, so now we can just copy this up here, what we have, and paste it down here. Now what we can do is if red members that contains P. Okay, so if now let's think of this logically. Let's think about this logically. So if red members, so the people, so everybody that's on red team, red members, right? If it contains p.get name, because this is a string, it's a list of names. So if this player's name is on here, then when it tries to type red /red, it will here so p.send send message. Let's do, I think I did like chat color dot red plus I think I did like error, you are already on this team, or something like that. Let me just, I want it to be exactly the same as my you're already in this team. Alright, so I wanted to, so you guys get the exact right product is exactly how I put it. So then we're gonna have it return false and do the same thing, essentially the same thing. So return false, and then what we can do is it an else if or yes? Okay, so else if blue members dot contains p dot get name, then p dot send message chat color dot red plus let's say error you can't be in both teams. I think that's might have been, you can't be in both teams. Alright, so, and then return false. And then return false. Now what we can do is come outside of this bracket here, and if basically what's going to happen is it's in chronological order. So if they're on red team, then it'll stop here because it says return false, and it just stops it. If they're not, it'll go over to blue team. And if they're on blue team, it'll stop because it returns false. And if they're not on blue team or red team, it'll do whatever right here. So spec members dot remove p dot get name. And here, let me just there we go. Alright, so let me just minimize that so you guys can I can have it a lot easier for you guys. There we go. Let me just alright, I'm just organizing this since I don't have two monitors. It's a little more difficult for me. Okay, so let's think about this logically. So it removes, and then like we haven't done it any. Wait, have we done it? No, we haven't done it anywhere in here. And this is going to be used a lot. So get config dot set and then spec and then spec members. So just members. There we go. So basically what this is doing is just updating the spec members without the player, and then save config. Alright, so now what we want to do is p.send. Why do I always do sender? Message. Let's do chat color dot red plus you have joined the red team. There we go. And then what we want to do is not put that there. So p dot set display name chat color dot red plus this, which is red, like a little name tag with a space after it, like that, and then plus chat color dot reset plus p dot get name. Alright, so that is all we need for the singular command. And now what we can do is go into here, over into our Package Explorer, and go into our plugin.yml, and let's work on this for a minute. Alright, so main, type main, no capitals, and do exact spacings that I do. So one space, and then type in your main package, which my main package is this. But it's not just the main package. I'll show you what I mean. Our main class is main. So com.tony. So just type in your main package. So Bukkit, and then dot main. The last dot is your main class. And then version, I'm just going to do 1.0. Name. I'm just going to name my mini game. You guys can name it whatever you want. Paintball is what I used for, if I go into here, open my other one, I used Paintball. Now, so this is what, so let's just do this. So commands, two spaces, not tab, two spaces, and then type red, enter, two spaces, description, and then joins, sorry about that, the red team. And since that's our only command at the moment, that's all we need. And what we can do is literally just copy this, the red command, and hit enter, and then paste, and type blue. And it's literally the same thing. And then what you want to do is make sure that it's not red members anymore, it's blue members. Alright? So, and then change this to red. um, red members. There we go. So just switch these two pretty much. Oh, something that I didn't do in my... Wait. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. So, something that I forgot to add is to add them to the actual string list. So, let me just come one down from here and go, hit enter like that. Do red... Well, no, this is blue. Blue members dot add p dot get name. And once you do that, you can do blue... Wait, no. Get config dot set blue... Oh, what am I doing? Blue... then blue members. There we go. Now, this is... Alright, let me just copy this and move it up into the red members area. Sorry about that. There we go. Alright, and let me just change this to red. And red. Red. There we go. Alright, so that should actually be it for right now. Wait, let me just come down into blue here and change this message here to blue, chat color blue, and make sure it says you have joined the blue team. Come down here and change this to blue and a chat color blue. There we go. Alright, that'll actually let's just go into the plugin.yml and add this command blue description joins the blue team. There we go. Now that's probably going to be it for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Bye bye.